YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Timberborn, Strategy and Tactics, episode 21. So in our last episode, I decided to further delay my expansion into a new district by continuously fleshing out the amount of space that we have to actually use by building on the Blue Lagoon. And we are going to continue to do that. I want to make this whole area sort of a habitable, happy place for beavers. The other thing I want to do is, now that we are in drought season, I want to actually up my dam by one more level. That's been something that I've been wanting to do for a while now. But I do want to make sure we get it up and running and don't cut things off too much. So it's going to involve a little bit of fussiness here. I think what we're going to do is, I found that, if you go on here, then we can get this up and running here. Yes. And then what we can do is we're going to do this in little spits and spurts. And this time I'm going to make sure I don't accidentally make a whole section dams and actually make them levees. This is going to involve us cutting out certain areas here, bits at a time. But I don't want to render whole swaths of our town here unconnected, because that will hurt productivity. The other thing that I want to get up and running here is another town center. And I think what I'm going to do is, I think we're going to make a main bridge here. And actually, one thing I've been wanting to do is, instead of doing a 3-in-1, since that seems to encourage beavers to get stuck, I'm going to do a 2-in-2. So that is probably going to be a little bit better. In fact, I might just blanket this whole area in two-part things here. I know it's going to be a big sink for our wood, but I think it'll work out nicely. And this isn't going to displace any of our water. But that way we have just a nice, huge, flat area to work with. And then, these should be parallel, to the dam right here. Heck, if we build this, we could have a temporary inner road while we're working on the outer road, so that could be a way to do it. But one thing I do want to get up and running, we can do a lower level line right here, and then an upper level line right here. And this actually lays completely flat. So we do something like this. And actually, if we want to be real concise about this, if we want to make our things exacting, we get some housing going here, and not just the regular barracks. I want to do the big barracks here. Although the spacing's going to work out a little bit weirdly, but I think I can still make this work. I'm doing a little improv here. So we can technically do it. Just it makes this whole area kind of bumpy, as it were. Well, unless it technically would make this right here. Now hang on. This will show us if it see, if we do something diagonally, it actually works diagonally. So if we do something like this, and heck, we could do something like this. Make it big fat ones and then just a smaller one over here. And then, heck, we could even do a large row house, like right here. And that would actually kind of fit yeah, well, it wouldn't fit perfectly because the height would be all kind of screwy. Maybe just a regular row house? Or are you you're too tall too. So we might as well split the difference here. But we want to make sure that our dear little shrub gets built first. So this will be sort of like a central population center here. And then we can keep splintering off other fun stuff. And we'll worry about other things as well while we're up here. You know, more engines, more other goodies. But with that built up here, we can then hook you up here. Now our seemingly inexhaustible supply of wood will be tested. Not to mention our supply of planks is going to be tested severely. Let's make sure all of our planks are churning and burning. Alright, yeah, these things are all online. They are operational, but yeah. Yeah, hopefully, yeah, get these stairs going so we don't lose the little ring here. Let's speed you up a little bit here. Yeah, we got beavers going here, so what's the hold up here? It's just somebody needs to build it. Yeah, I think he passed out while building it. Alright, we have 11 billion potatoes, which is good. Bread is still on the lower side, but we're still working on that. Yeah, and they're going to do all the lower platforms first and then start kicking out the bigger ones. Oh, do we need to? Yeah, we need to. Well, I'm not going to bother firing people because we already have unemployed, so it's not the end of the world here. The other thing that we could do up here is a singular dynamite, because we can do a little irrigation cheese up here. I said I wouldn't do any more of this particular build, but I didn't say we couldn't blast a singular hole into the ground and pour water into it to irrigate an area. Let's get you extra high in priority. Yeah, we're sucking down those planks like crazy. Alright, that's done. Pop. Now, we do a water dump. See if we can't make sure you're close enough. Are you close enough? Yes, you are. So we can actually make this whole area up here useful to us with just a little bit of water cheese. What I'm going to do up here with the fertile ground, I'm not entirely sure, honestly. But it would be a rather impressive bit of fertile ground to be putting up here. Oh yeah, you're one of the homeless ones. Well, we're working on the homeless situation. We've got, and there it goes. Whoa, a little bit of drop to water, and boom, this whole area turns lush. That's what I'm talking about. I think we do need a few more beavers. And actually, since we have some beavers that are without a job, we can more effectively afford some beaver powered buildings up around here. Get those cooking. I don't want to wait for those to finish necessarily. We could do something like this. Like 1, 2, 1, 2. Just so that we can get more of our other goodies going here. Let's get our lumber mills. Yeah, that's not going to work out spectacularly. Actually, yeah, we do something like this. Hopefully this one is not too far off of the mark. There we go. And then we do you. And these two will share power, so that should be good. And yeah, just to make sure that these are actually built in an appreciable amount of time, we'll higher up the priority here. Because otherwise they're going to just spend eternity building all these platforms, and we need the extra planks from these things for those platforms. Alright, now I could start planting more trees, even more trees. And that seems to be the sensible thing to do with all this fertility up here. So let's get a forester up here. Yeah, this actually, putting it right here gives us so much more coverage on the other lip. That works. And then we just cover all of these with birch plantings. Because we can. I mean, it takes forever for these things to come to fruition, but it's still useful. There we go. There's a reason why we set those up to work that way. Ooh, you two are too far away. It didn't tell me that before. Yeah, okay. Well, we can get one. Yeah, these things barely reach here. Okay. So if we... I am delighting in stretching this far. Could we stretch the things there? I think that's asking a bit much. Actually... we do something like this. Because we know this area reaches. This just needs to get replaced with a threefer. A triangular one, if you will. And then this just needs one extra to reach. And then again, we'll bump these up on the priority list. Get that one too. just so they get built in an appreciable amount of time. Because, yeah, we're down to 16 planks. We're going to need more planks. All right, this thing can actually reach. This thing can actually reach. And we've got beavers working on those. So now we can actually plank it up a little bit better. And now we have another epic planting session here. Got this little self-contained area working fairly nicely, I think. We're just waiting for, yeah, the worker there. Our builders are definitely cut out, have their work cut out for themselves. Since we're scraping the bottom of the barrel with our planks, let's continue working on our, getting our stuff up and, built up a little bit better. It's going to make this little area a little trickier to build, raising this section. But it does need to get done. We're gonna cut off a whole bunch of people temporarily. But if we do this a little bit at a time, it's doable. Because otherwise, this whole area, these whole areas just get completely shut off, which is not ideal. Which is why I'm rebuilding the stairs. Just so that we don't completely shunt it off. I will, however, prioritize these just so that the stairs get rebuilt in a timely manner. All right, you're doing your things here. We got our printing press going pretty well. I know we're getting more and more homeless, but it's going to take a while for all these platforms to be built. Give it time. Give it time. Now that we're burning through a lot more wood, we'll need the extra production. Glad these guys are up and running. All from one damn town center. This area is doing pretty well, I'd say. And also with a big central sleeping location, I think we'll have fewer instances of beavers just passing out. They'll have more chances to actually get there. I'm going to wait to detonate my dynamite until we've got ourselves the wet season. Because if there's going to be some tidal wave spillage, I don't want tidal wave spillage during the dry season. Because, wasting water during the dry season, probably not a good idea. But that being said, I think we're doing just fine with water during this particular dry season. Building this whole area as a giant platform's going to be a little resource intensive, I will admit. Yep, there goes that. If we had any dynamite there, I guess we could pop all this dynamite now that there's no water to slosh around. Pop. Pop. A pop. And that just gives us a little bit more liquidity over here. Now I got to think of the best way to hook this up as an alternative. If we cut these stairs, I know that's going to render a bunch of you no bueno. But then that'll allow us to start working on this wall over here. So if we actually do this up here, actually what might be smarter is just to tear this down and go a different direction. I mean, we'll have to rip all that up though. Yeah, this one needs to be a little bit lower. This needs to be same level, and then this one can go up one, but then it's not pointed in the right direction. Well, yeah, because then it needs a flat surface to pivot. And unfortunately, this isn't a flat cover here. Yeah, we're going to need to just rip this up here. But we're not going to be able to until we repair this. Okay, you know what? I jumped the gun here a little bit. Let's just repair this. Nope, 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 nope. Let's just max do this so that our buildings can go back on, get back online. And then what we'll do is we will rip up this line over here. Just to give us more room. Because if with this area cut off, our builders won't be able to go up here to rip this stuff up. And actually, let's up the prioritization of the ripping of the up stuff. Oh, this stuff is ready to pop. Excellent. Oh, no wonder these won't pop. There's no stairs leading to them. That makes sense. Well, in that case, we can do a little ring around the rosy here. Because the water should be well contained. As far as the waves go, it's gone down enough. Pop. Very satisfying. Now we could, just in theory, just scrap this whole central area here. But we do want to make sure that we're drawing enough water. And actually, one thing I do want to do, just because I've noticed when these all dry up, our water production suffers, is I want to get another water pump built up over here. And we're going to up the prioritization of this now that they've built all the way out over here. Yeah, there we go. That should prioritize everything there. And then once this puddle dries up, we'll be all good. And actually, one thing we can do is mark the rest of this for continued detonation. Because we want this a bit deeper. Now these we're actually going to want to rip up these water pumps, because we'll be able to extend the reach of them. In fact, actually, this one we can rip up right now. We can rip that one right the heck up, and we can tear down. Wonder what happens if we tear it down with a beaver sitting on top of it. Is that going to strand him? If not, he'll be able to get to a stair. Nope, it just teleports to the nearest road, which makes sense. Well, sort of makes sense. Makes sense in video game quality of life logic sense. And actually, since we're going to want to be doing that, let's get a stairway down here just to continue this little notion. Yeah, see, they can swim out here and then build it. That's not a problem. Okay, this is back online, and we've ripped this up. So now, if we assume that we're going to go up this way, then this will be 1, this will be 2, this will be 3, this will be 4. I think we might have to blast our way to a proper stairway here. Or better yet, we just do the original plan and just keep snaking it up until we reach the correct height. That might be a better solution than starting a whole new stairway. Yeah, that should be fine. So you turn around, flat turn around, flat turn around. So you're that. Then you go up 1. Then you have a flat turnaround. Then you can go up 1. No, you need to be flat. One more flat. And then you can be the one more up, and then, yeah, that'll work. So here, we'll build it from the top down, I think is the smart move here. That, and then this goes down 1. And then we mark these as that. And yeah, I know it's going to cut everybody off, but this is the price of progress. And then again, we mark all of this as highly prioritized, so the cutoff does not last too long. Also, because this little thing is bothering me, can we blast it too? I think someone from up here can reach and just plop one down there. And yeah, beavers can reach this whole area here because they can build unlimited things down, which is a handy feature. It always seemed weird that they could do it, but now that I'm looking at it, it's like, that makes a lot of sense. All right, how's our water doing? Water's doing fine. Water's doing just ducky. Yeah, this area will get back online once we get these things built back up, and yeah, our planks are once again sort of the thing that's in the way here. Just because of how many planks are needed to build these support structures. There we go. Couple more. You can do it. I don't want this whole area cut off for too long. It's certainly keeping our food supply nice and stable. What are we missing? What are we missing? We just need somebody to freaking build this. There you go. Oh, nope. We're still missing something. Oh, it's the one thing that you couldn't teleport down with. Yeah, we're really making like one plank at a time here. And just delivering them piecemeal. Alright, now we just need the stairs. And then everything else can go back to normal here. And that really does highlight, you know, the premium we put on the planks. We should probably get more planks going. These two are not going to be able to cut it. Not too well, anyway. Luckily, and I think in our next episode, we'll be able to finish this lip pretty well. If only because we've got... all these require is lumber. Just plain logs. And that's pretty good. Now, the other question I have here is, since this construction has obfuscated it a little bit, is it safe to rip up the dam pieces? And by the looks of it, it is. So we should be able to rip up this whole thing, and then replace it and raise it up a level. Before anyone really notices. And by before anyone notices, get that up and running before our next wet season so that we can actually bank all of that extra water. Alright, folks. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!